So what's up, gamers? Your Freddy's here once again, and today we are going to talk about misfortune. If this is your first time on this channel, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell because I upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, PHT, and this is all about on how you can enjoy the game Wild Rift and how to play heroes and other techniques, alright, so that you can rank your way up the easiest possible. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the details of misfortune. I know you're pretty excited to play this character. Let's go. Yeah. By the way, game starter, let's go for the passive first of misfortune, which is pretty basic. It's love tap, and it says here when attacking a new enemy, deals 37 bonus damage, 60%. So, for example, it's the first time if you attack an enemy, then there's a 37 bonus damage, and then if you move on to another enemy, then that's another 37 bonus damage. Pretty self-explanatory, right? So simple as that. Moving on to the first skill, so it's double up. Fires a shot that ricochets behind the first enemy hit, dealing 97 physical damage, 3 plus 110% physical damage plus 35% magic damage. The second hit will critical strike for 150% damage. So let's try it. So let's say this is your first skill. Let's see if it's gonna bounce this far. It does. So that's what you call ricochet, guys. So as you can see, 68 and then 95. The damage is higher on the one behind the enemy. Let's try it on the other side. It's hard to aim, by the way. There you go. So it's 50 and then 97. So the one behind will take more damage. Let's see how far the angle could go. Which doesn't. It doesn't. There you go. It's 160 angle. Alright, it will still work at 160 angle. Alright, so now let's go for the second skill. The second skill is Strut. Passive, after 5 seconds of not taking damage, gain 25% movement speed. After another 5 seconds, this bonus increase to 35. Alright, so 25, maximum 35 after 5 seconds. Alright, and then active, fully activates Strut movement speed and gains 40% attack speed for 4 seconds. Love taps reduce the cooldown of Strut by 2 seconds. So if you're gonna attack a different enemy, the cooldown will reduce by 2 seconds. Okay, so let's try it. So passive first. 1, 4. I'm not sure if this is gonna apply. There you go. I think I receive it, right? This is the active. Alright, so there's a difference in attack speed. 40% attack speed increase. Now let's go for the third skill. Make it rain. Rains down bullets on an area for 2 seconds. Dealing 10 magic damage. 10 plus 10% magic every quarter second. And slowing enemies by 30%. So this has a slow effect as well. And here is the AoE. This is an AoE, guys. Area of effect. There you go. And for the final skill, bullet time. Channels a 3-second barrage of bullets with 12 waves that each deals 52 physical damage. 75% physical plus 20% magic. Each wave can crit for 120% damage. So this one can crit. So it's a chance, right? Unlike this one, will critical strike. So it's a sure critical strike for double up on the one behind the enemy. Alright. And then for the bullet time, it's a chance, a critical strike. That's the difference there. Let me show it to you. So this is what I'm talking about. It's always gonna critical on the one behind 106. So this has a triangular area of effect, or AoE. Let's go ahead. Alright, so there's an even damage on each and every one of them. 326, 325, 326. That's how it works. And of course, misfortune depends on critical items because her first skill is gonna critical, her last skill is gonna critical, and absolutely her normal skill is gonna critical as well. Now let's move on to the actual items, runes, and spells that we can use with misfortune. Let's go. These are the default. You have Assassin, Marksman. As you can see, it's almost like the same items right over there. Critical, Marksman. Alright, Gamester, so here is the build that we're going to make for misfortune. Alright, let's go just right here. So this is what I usually do. I go to default, and then that's the one that I change. Since misfortune is a critical dependent hero, so it's always best to go with a best critical item, which is this Infinity Edge. it will give her 55 attack damage and 25% critical strike. Critical strike deals 230 damage instead of just 200. And then for our second item, again, we should go for the boots for the second item. So I would definitely go with Glutinous Greaves. Let's just change it and then let's change it right here. All right, there you go. Next item would be this rapid fire cannon. So it will give her 25 critical rate plus 35 attack speed, and for the most part it's gonna give her an extra range, so 150 bonus attack range. And then for our third item, since Misfortune is a marksman or a markswoman rather, right? So yeah, the only life skill we have here is this Glutinous Griever. It depends on your playstyle, but if you're gonna require more life steal, then we can go with the Bloodthirster, plus 65 attack damage, and then 25% physical vamp, and then you regenerate a shield that absorbs 320 damage. This shield decays out of combat over 10 seconds. So let's use that as for the default, but if you need more damage, then you can replace this with a critical item and the likes of it. For our fourth item, we can go with this Death Dance. This will give her an additional 300 damage, 35 attack damage, plus 15% ability haste, and then 10% physical bump. But we can mix it up again. Misfortune is a critical marksman, so you can critical items would always be useful for her. And then yeah, we can go with this one to give more durability to her. I'm sorry, this should be right here, and then we can go with this one right over here. So this is the usual build for her. But then again, you can mix it up. If you need more damage, then go for the critical item. If you need defense, if you're facing a lot of magic damage, then go for those damage items, which will give you magic defense as well. For this, for example, like Malmortius. Or you can go with Phantom Dancer if you need more critical and defense at the same time. But for the most part, this is going to be the build for Misfortune. Alright, now let's go with the runes. So for the runes, Fleet Footwork would always be the best for her, because this will give her more mobility. As a marksman, you should be able to move fast, alright, so that you can dodge attacks and you can place your champion in a safe position, because you're not the frontliner as a marksman. You should be always at the back. And then Brutal for additional damage, alright, that's good. Penetration, and then it's Spirit Walker so that you can resist slow, alright, and it will give you more health. And then Mana Flow, because marksman tends to run out of mana at the early stages of the game. This is basically the runes for me to use. And then for the spell, the default is Flash and this one right over here, which is Heal. Yeah, you can use that, gamer, but you have a physical bump already. Alright, so there's no need for that. I would rather go for Barrier, most especially for clashes or if you are being attacked by someone. So Barrier and Stasis would definitely be a good combination. Yeah, I would rather go for Barrier and Flash. Okay, so there you have it. Pretty much that's it. So let's go ahead and put Misfortune to the test, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to all of those beginners out there. This is Fred once again. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out to everyone. Keep safe to all of you. And once again, don't forget to take it easy. Goodbye for now. I'll see you in another video. Goodbye now. Yeah.